gamers are both worried and excited for Nintendo Switch 2. So we're going to get into it into this video. I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button, also share with friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question or a comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below, and you will be notified to go live or upload another video. If you want to become a fan of me, Auckland, then subscribe to the channel, and you will become a fan. I hope so. But yeah, gamers are both worried and excited. And there's a lot of good reasons for that, to be honest. The one thing that people are worried about when it comes to the Switch 2 is the price. Yeah. The thing is, I'm not going to really talk about speculations and rumors and stuff all in this video. It's like, oh, this game is coming out because so-and-so said this game is happening on Switch 2. No, I'm not going to do that in this video. I'll talk about some things here and there when it comes to, like, specs possibly happening or this might be happening. But I'm not going to talk about, oh, that game is definitely coming to Switch 2. You will see. No, I'm not going to do that. But anywho, there's tons of people out there that does that, and I'm sick and tired of watching those videos, to be honest. But anywho, yeah, there's tons of articles that are coming out and saying that the Switch 2 is going to be $500. I hope not. I hope not. If it ends up being $500, it better do a lot of stuff. I'm telling you. But I'm thinking, like a lot of other people are thinking too. Like my friend is also thinking, and some other people are also thinking as well. I think it's safe to assume that Nintendo is going to do the safe route and maybe do $400 for it. I think that would be the sweet spot. And a lot of people are also worried and saying that the Switch 2 is safe when it comes to the design of it. Nintendo should have done a better job. I'm like so disappointed in this Switch 2 design. It's like, why didn't Nintendo be more creative? Why didn't they do this and why didn't they do that? Well, it is the Switch 2. They actually came out and confirmed it 2 months ago. Is actually called Switch 2, which is fantastic in my opinion. And if it's not broke, then don't fix it. I'm saying. And it's a hybrid, just like the original Switch. So it's a handheld, console, everything. Play it on TV, play it in handheld, and all that stuff. So of course it's going to look very similar to the Switch 1. And it's also going to be different as well too. But that's the thing is, we got this Nintendo Direct focused around the Switch 2, literally around the corner in just 2 weeks on April 2nd. So we're going to learn some concrete information about the Switch 2 very, very soon. I think we can assume price, pre-orders, more games, and release date. I think it's safe to assume that at this Nintendo Direct. I'm going to be doing my predictions video on it next week. But, yeah, the people are kind of upset that Nintendo should have done a better job with designing the console. And people are upset about that. That's crazy. But anywho, that's their opinion. And everybody has their own opinions. And every opinion is valid. But anywho, so yeah, with a marketing of the Switch 2, it makes sense for it to be the Switch 2. Because people have bought the Switch 1, they go out to stores or online and they see it. And then they see this new one that has Switch 2 on it. Literally a 2 on it. And then that will get your mind thinking, is, oh, wait a minute, this looks like the other one, but it has a 2 on it, so this has got to be new, right? So I think that's what Nintendo is thinking, which actually makes perfect sense. instead of doing it like with the 3DS, like new Nintendo Switch, Super Switch, new Switch XL. Instead of calling it something like that, or Switch U, and be like another failure of the Wii U, they're going it safe with Switch 2, and I think that makes perfect sense. Now, there are some things about this that was in the trailer. You saw it very briefly at the beginning of the video. Nintendo wouldn't just put something in a trailer. A lot of people are saying this. You see the Joy-Con sliding around on the table like it's a mouse. And if you slow down the trailer, you see the sensor-looking things on the bottom of the Joy-Cons like it's an actual computer mouse. So I think it's safe to say, possibly, that the Joy-Cons will be like a mouse, which would be very interesting. Now, a lot of companies, a lot of articles are all saying, and all pretty much confirming, that the Switch 2 is going to have 4K. And what's interesting is Nintendo themselves uploaded a DLC trailer for Little Gator. Now, you have to have a TV that is capable of having 4K, and this is the first time I ever seen a game released by Nintendo themselves of America on YouTube. In the trailer for Little Gator DLC, there is an option for 4K setting, and it looks good. So, that was the first time I ever got to see a Nintendo Switch game running in 4K. This is not complete 4K, but it touches 4K. So that's got me thinking, well, maybe this stuff is real about what people are saying about 4K for the Switch 2. I hope so. I really hope so. I feel like Nintendo needs to at least touch 4K. I think they need to do it now, in my opinion. Is it needed for Nintendo? They've never focused on graphics and stuff. They've always focused on fun, because they have been a toy company. Years ago, they made cards, they made toys, and that's what Nintendo has always been. It's always been about fun, and then they got into consoles and stuff, and it was still about fun. So graphics is not everything with Nintendo, but it would be nice, because if you get 4K, then you can get more third-party support and all that stuff. But yeah. Plus, the Switch 2 is backwards compatible with Switch 1 games. But there's something that people are also worried about. This right here, that disclaimer. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date. So people were kind of worried about that, and I guess that is a good thing to worry about, but I wouldn't worry about too much. Now, this is my opinion. The Joy-Cons themselves, I think it's the right one, might be the left one, I don't remember. I don't use my Joy-Cons anymore, but it has a IR sensor on the end of it. And that sensor is made for using for games like Nintendo Labo, Ring Fit Adventures, ARMS, 1-2 Switch, and stuff like that. Plus, the Nintendo Switch 2 has a bigger screen, and that screen is not going to fit in the Labo cardboard. So I think it's safe to assume, if anything, those might be the games that may not be fully backwards compatible. They may be playable on Switch 2, but they may not be fully playable, as that disclaimer says. Now, I think Nintendo is playing it safe to have that disclaimer on there just in case. But yeah, but then again, they may be fully backwards compatible with all games. We don't know. We will find out, hopefully, very, very soon. But the Switch 2 is backwards compatible with Switch 1 games and physical, and then you can play your exclusive Nintendo Switch 2 games on your Switch 2. And a big thing is, Xbox Phil Spencer came out and said they are supporting the Switch 2 with games. And they love it, that it's got a bigger screen and all that stuff. So that's exciting third-party support right there from Xbox. And hopefully the Switch 1 games will run better on Switch 2. I think that needs to happen. So that's things to be worried about and excited about from gamers for the Switch 2. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're looking forward to my predictions video next week about the Direct for Switch 2. I'm excited for it. Alright, thanks so much. Alright, bye.